week on Tomboy Tira, Asia's biggest and only all-female comedy chat podcast.
We are at our first ever hackathon.
Yeah! Are we really going to join the F Society and hack into an evil corporation?
Wrong world, City. Mr. Robot is not here, but we are meeting fellow developers Sayani Basu and Chen Hui Ching from Singapore. Sayani is a podcaster like us, hosting Build Podcast and Rebuild SG.
Wait, are you telling me that we are not actually breaking into anything? Where's the fun?
Hold your horses, City. There's more to coding than just hacking.
Yes, we'll try and slow it down for you listeners as you enjoy another epic episode of Tomboy Tira. Not Tire or Tire, but Tira, the way we like to say. Isn't that right, ladies?
Yeah, alright, that's right. You can't say it anywhere else. Let's go, woohoo! Hey.
It's epic and more galactic than a supermassive black hole. Introducing Asia's biggest and only all-female English comedy chat podcast. Welcome to Tomboy Tira.
I took over the gym for this venue. Take that, Raven!
Damn you, City. I had it for 3 minutes. I need to raise my lever.
Would you guys stop playing Pokemon Go and focus? We have a hackathon to crack here.
Sorry guys, we got a little carried away. But Pokemon Go was only just launched recently and there's so much to catch up on with the rest of the world.
It's easier for me to catch a Pikachu than to code this damn software. We're not even developers. Can someone tell me why we are even doing this?
That's right, we need all hands and legs on board to code this app that will teleport all the haze from the Indonesian forest fires out of Singapore. All this smog is killing me.
Luckily, I have the foresight to contact Sayani and Hui Jing beforehand, and these two developers from Singapore will be joining us shortly.
I like the way you think, Joanna. We are so going to win this hackathon. But where are they?
What trickery is this?
Hey everyone, how is it going?
Did you build your own transporter platform? It's awesome.
Isn't it cool? Everything I know about sci-fi, I learned it from Star Trek. See, I knew investing all those years in the movie and TV shows, including the deeply panned Deep Space Nine, would pay off eventually. You know what?
What's that?
No, nothing serious. Just a few minor hiccups.
And that's why we need your expertise in helping us troubleshoot.
No problem, we are here to help.
Did you just teleport the Indonesian haze over here?
No way! Where did all this smoke come from anyway,
You know what, guys? I think it's from our own transporter.
Oh no! Do something, Joanna! Now!
Oh, I'm trying. Do you know how difficult it is to fix this damn thing?
Maybe you should just shut it down. It's probably overheating.
Okay, guys. Okay, we gotta stop this right now. So I'm gonna trigger off the shutdown sequence, okay? Are you guys ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1...
I don't think this is working,
working.
Persis. It's not working.
It's not working for us.
Shut up, both of you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
It's not working. The smoke is coming up. Are you crazy?
Shut up.
Jeez, you guys are just, your expectations are just,
Do something else. Think of something else.
Stop it now! There you go, tomboys.
If all else fails, just pull the plug.
Thank you, Sayani and Hui Jing, for saving our asses. I'm getting tired of being fried to death. It's been 3 years.
That's because you're always so reckless, Raven. I mean, which makes me a better Pokemon trainer than you, which is the best thing ever. But anyway, we have 2 guests on our show today. Meet Chen Hui-Ting, a self-taught designer and front-end developer who believes HTML and CSS are the foundation of the web. This ex-full-time basketballer runs a website at chenhuiting.com where you can check out the projects that she worked on and read her thoughts about her developer journey on her blog.
Yes, and also joining us today is Sayani Basu, who is an engineer with a focus on the web and electronics. She spends most of her time tinkering with the physical world through hardware, wireless communications, and web technologies. Kind of sounds like being in Narnia, doesn't it? At other times, she does developer community engagements with We Build Live or creates screencasts with Build Podcasts. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, welcome to our show, Sayani and Hui Jing. Tell us more about yourself and what kind of work you do.
All right, so I'll go first. I, like Persis already introduced me, I'm an engineer. In fact, it has been almost 10 years since I graduated from electrical engineering. And then I worked on Circle Line, actually, which is the city metro system in Singapore.
All right.
I worked on the driverless.
It has not broken down yet, so yay!
Yeah.
That's a rock star on the
Don't-
Circle Line.
If it breaks down, you know who to blame now, right?
Excellent track record. Oh yeah.
I know. I think the MRT has been learning from Apple computers. Like after 5 years, it has this automated self-destruct code. I don't know.
Maintenance is a tough engineering job. Yes. So that's how I started. I used to work on the driverless system. And then I fell in love with the web technologies. Coming from the world of electrical engineering, things take very long to develop. As you were already talking about spacecrafts, NASA, or, building power grids, so many other systems. But when I got introduced to the world of web, it was very fast. You just change something in HTML or CSS, you refresh the page, you deploy it, and voila, you have a web page that the entire world can see. So it's really sort of coming a full circle for me right now because I am going back to electronics, combining it with wireless comms like Wi-Fi or BLE, and also trying to put whatever I collect from the sensors and around the world to the world of web so that other people can see what's going on in the physical and the real world. So that's my journey, about 10 years of being an engineer, dabbling into electronics, into web, into a little bit of wireless comms.
The metaphor being used, traveling full circle of the Circle Line from from Paya Lebar to some.
Okay, well spotted, well spotted. It's a full circle to refer to the Circle Line.
We're all hoping that the Circle Line will eventually be a circle, One day.
One day.
My journey is less orthodox, I would say.
That's right.
I don't have any computer science or
That's
engineering
right, yeah.
background. Surprise, surprise! I have a finance degree. Cha-ching.
Oh,
Obviously
ka-ching.
not
Well, at least you know how to make
Not-
money.
not using anything, not doing anything with it though. So what happened is that I grew up in Singapore. I studied from primary school all the way to JC. I finished my A-levels here, and I went home to Malaysia to play basketball. And because when we were training, it's like a full-time thing. So you train twice a day, every day, Monday to Saturday, but essentially you only train in the morning and the afternoon. So you have quite a lot of time in between. And so you kind of have, it's up to you how you want to use your time. You can sleep, always a good option. But you can, just do what you like. And at the time, I was the token so-called IT guy, the kind of thing like, hey, Hui Jing, my computer cannot connect on. Hui Jing, my computer cannot on. Hui Jing, stuff like that. So one fine day, my coach was like saying, oh, Hui Jing, you can fix computers, right? That means you also can make websites, right? So I was thinking, I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, it's not the same.
How did we come from switching it off and
websites.
on again to developing a website?
But since I had so much time on my hands, I was like, oh, sure, I'll give it a go. And because I think his idea was that it's really so bad, there's no way you can screw it up any worse. Because anything that you do would be an improvement, because basically it was just left there and nobody bothered either. So he always wanted to make some updates to it, but never had nobody to do it. So like, oh, why don't you go and do lah? Then so he actually, it was like the perfect client because he was like, just do whatever you want. Because anything is better than nothing. So like, oh sure. So you just start off like obvious.
You can even send this website to outer space if you want. Yeah, why don't you
yeah,
just
why
do
not?
that?
Just do it. So it was a lot of like copying and pasting other people's code because I had no idea what was going on. So the first version was really just a static site, like just hard-coded HTML and some random CSS. And I was like, okay, looks relatively decent. And when my coach took one look at it, he's like, hey, that's not bad. Let's add content to it. Huh? Add content. Die lor. Everything is one single page. Yeah, so then it went down. So it went down the rabbit hole, and like I had to go and research a bit more. Like, oh, what is a content management system, or like blogs and stuff like that. So it just went on from there, and I found that I actually liked doing this as opposed
First
to
love.
Or basketball.
So yeah. Oh no, but basketball is always
okay.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it's but it was actually, I found it quite fun. So yeah, that was how it all started. And I mentioned I was back in Malaysia at the time, but I eventually had to come back because I'm actually a Singaporean PR, and if I want to keep it, cause to be honest, it's a very valuable thing to have to be a Singaporean PR, right? Maybe most citizens are just like, take it for granted because you're born here. But for us, actually, it's actually it's a very valuable thing to be able to obtain a Singapore PR. So I had to come back. So I actually came back to found a job as a web developer. The company actually took a big chance on me because when I applied, I was like, I have absolutely no experience at all. This is not having, and they actually did. They did. Apparently they something along the lines of, we like the attitude.
That's more important than skill. Absolutely, the attitude.
Sure. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm very thankful that they're actually really willing to give me a chance, and here I am now. Actually, that whole journey is probably about 3 years, so I'm much less experienced than Sayani. She's the godmother of engineering.
No, not so old. Auntie is enough. I'm like the auntie in engineering.
The godmother of
Just like-
engineering. Exactly, and she doesn't carry a wand. She carries like a circuit board.
Circuit board, yeah. Soldering iron, I like
yeah,
that.
soldering iron or yeah.
She solders the wish together.
Oh, look, the news notification have come in. Can you bring up City?
Sure, let me do that. Hang on. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean for you that to come on instead.
If both of you wouldn't stop, I swear I'm going to throw your phones out of the window.
Chill, Joanna, chill. It's just a harmless game. Why are you so angry about it?
You know, I know you guys are really pissed off, but I'm not sure about that, because my Pokemon Go conspiracy theory is that this is going to turn us into hordes of walking dead zombies, moving around in a trance, fixated on our smartphones, like everybody just looks so blank. I mean, since the craze started, the location-based augmented reality game has seen Holocaust museums having to discourage players, atheists driven into churches, naive New Zealanders led to Hells Angels clubs, and police stations filled with players. Over in Singapore, apparently 2 men were arrested over a Pokemon Go fight. One allegedly crashed his car. And people are kind of haphazardly running across roads to catch their Pokemon. Do you guys play the game? And what do you guys think of the madness?
They're searching for an assault suspect, they say, attacked a family member over a game of Pokemon Go.
A Pokemon Go player is recovering tonight after being stabbed in the face.
4 teenagers playing the game were held up at gunpoint in a pair of robberies.
Shall we share our levels if we play the game?
I'm having a split personality disorder right now because I'm supposed to be playing it in the show, but actually, in real fact, I don't like it. Pokemon Go.
Uh-oh.
That would be me.
I'm not a fan.
Okay, who hates?
That would be me.
Go Hui Jing. I know you and me. We good, girl. We good.
Here. Hui Jing does not like Pokemon Go. To be fair, I think it's not so much the actual game itself, but rather, I mean, if you play it, good on you. But I think what is the more disturbing factor is that some people who play it, right, can play it to the extent that they are not aware of their environments. The stories that you just mentioned, he just dashed across the road, and you're endangering yourself and others just to catch an imaginary creature that does not even exist. It's like on your phone. Like, there's something a bit wrong there. So I mean, if you're playing it and you are a normal human being who doesn't do dangerous things, good on you. Go ahead, level up till the cows come home. I think it brings out those for those people who have self-control issues, right? It brings out the worst in them. That's just me.
I think for me, I don't have a problem with it because I think that this is where the future is, what with virtual reality, Oculus Rift, and all these games coming up. And augmented reality games like Pokemon Go, this is just the first iteration of it. I don't think we're going to turn the clock back on this. I think we're just going to keep moving forward and there's going to be more, types of games like this. But what really disturbs me is when we start not being able to separate what is our real world and our real life and what is augmented reality and virtual reality, that's where I'm getting disturbed because I feel like everything that we're doing in technology now, or even the media, is all some kind of form of distraction from the real issues, from, the stuff that we should be caring about, like our social economic issues, our technological issues, our poverty issues, political issues. I think a lot of this stuff is just making us really, I don't know, not stupid, but completely distracted and not, in touch with what we really need to be in touch with.
I wonder whether every generation has this sort of distraction. Even 2,000 years ago, or even 100 years ago, I once saw this photo where it was about, say, 1930s or 20s. Now we have this photo of people commuting and then looking at their smartphones. And that photo basically showed people on a bus, probably in New York and somewhere, and everybody was reading their newspaper. Basically, the point is whether every generation has their distraction or has their way of kind of going away from the reality. I really don't know. Of course, with Pokemon Go or social media or whatever, maybe the percentage is a little bit higher. But what do you think of it? Maybe every generation has this sort of thing.
People are overexcited right now, which is pretty much the case when something first happened the first time.
Like Angry Birds. Anybody remember Angry Birds? Yeah.
And people were like engrossed in it, and people are trying to figure out what to do with it. So I think that in the start of this new S-curve, we are like, this new technology, we are still trying to get a grasp of it. I think the fever will die down, but there'll be more progress in terms of like how augmented reality will work in real life. Yeah.
A group of PhD students from the MIT Media Lab and researchers from Microsoft Research have come up with the ultimate wearable, a temporary tattoo that can turn into a touchpad, remotely control your smartphone, or share data using NFC. How cool is that?
We draw a lot from the usability and also the aesthetics of metallic temporary tattoos into the design of our on-skin interfaces. So this process is enabled by gold leaf. Gold leaf has been traditionally used for the frames of paintings, or they have been put in vodka or even on chocolates. So we are able to create 3 classes of devices. The first class is input devices to turn your skin into a trackpad or a controller to adjust your music player. The second class is output displays. For example, a rose on your skin that would change color based on your body temperature, or a fire that would light up to show your emotion. The third class is communication devices, such as NFC tags, so you can read data directly off your skin.
Elon Musk has been floating some futurist tech ideas lately, but his thoughts on something called neural lace have to be the most far out. It ties into his concerns about AI and how he believes one day machines will become smarter than humans. It reminds me about, what's that show with Will Smith, iRobot? It's very scary.
If you assume any rate of advancement in AI, we will be left behind by a lot. And so then we could be in, benign situation, but even the benign situation, if you have if you have ultra intelligent AI, we would be, so far below them in intelligence that it would be like, a pet, basically.
Pet, that's what I was thinking.
Like a pet.
Cat,
like a cat. It would be like a house cat. Yeah, it would be like the house cat.
Right.
It's not the end of the world, It's just, sort of pet.
You've seen the movie, it could be.
Yeah. It could be. Honestly, that would be the benign scenario.
Mm-hmm. So house cat is okay.
I mean, I don't love the idea of being a house cat.
Okay.
But
so what's the solution?
Yeah, so I think one of the solution that seems maybe the best one is to have an AI layer. If you think of you've got your limbic system, your cortex, and then a digital layer, sort of a third layer above the cortex, that could work well and symbiotically with you. I mean, just as your cortex works symbiotically with your limbic system.
By using this neural lace, Musk hopes human cognitive abilities can be improved to best the advancement of artificial intelligence, or at least match it. And we may not need to go for surgery, as he thinks that humans may be able to connect the neural lace via the bloodstream. What do you guys think? Sounds like a cyborg what's going on in here.
If you can't beat them, join them,
Yeah, I don't mind being a cyborg. Cyborgs don't sweat, so there you go.
Oh no, you really want this no sweating mechanism to be solved by technology. Well, I think cyborgs already exist, right? Is a person with a pacemaker a cyborg?
Ooh, nice one, Sayani. Never thought of it that way.
I mean, when Silicon Valley, the Pied Piper team were trying to recruit, and there was a guy with pacemaker, and recently one of my uncle has a pacemaker, and then he's able to live on, the doctor said, don't worry, you'll be able to live on for 10, 20 years more. And that's one of the cool things that surgery and technology can come together and do.
Yeah, I agree. I think we are at a state now where we are actually using robotics to sort of enhance the human body. But I think what Elon Musk is more concerned about is for more of the intelligence side of things, in terms of I think we're still actually quite far away, because even though there's a lot of research into how artificial intelligence works, the matter of fact is that we still don't know why we are sentient. I think maybe one day in the future, probably, but at the point where we are right now, whatever he's describing still feels like science fiction.
Please.
Oh, come on, Joanna. Give us back our phones.
Joanna,
Oh, come on. Give us back, please.
Nope. You two are seriously addicted to the game. I'm confiscating your phones.
Yeah, we have two really cool guests on our show, and all you guys want to do is catch your stupid Pokemons. Hey, enough of this high-tech nonsense. Let's go back to analog. How about we play a game of this and that with Sayani and Huijing?
Yes, and how we play this game is for every question, you have two choices to choose from, and you have to give a short explanation for your answer. Short, ah.
Okay, guys, let's play this. Okay, first question.
Pokemon or Super Mario?
I'm sorry, I have only played Pokemon.
I'm a fan of old school vintage 8-bit games, so Super Mario.
Boo. Okay, my question. You and Neo and Morpheus asked you to choose between staying in the Matrix or leaving. Will you take the red pill or the blue pill? So for your information, red pill is escape from the Matrix and blue pill, stay in the Matrix.
I'll stay out of Matrix.
Yeah, red, because I prefer reality.
I want to come back to reality.
Yeah, bye.
So, next question for this and that. In a robots versus human war, will you assimilate or fight for humanity?
Fight for humanity.
Same.
Because humanity is the real thing. We just plug out the battery of robots and then they won't fight.
Yeah, because humanity is what created the robots in the first place, so...
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't aliens that created humanity?
Crop circles.
Team human.
Next question, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, this is tough. This is really tough.
Star Trek. I can imagine Star Trek happening in the future, like where humanity will actually take spaceship and travel across galaxies. I can associate it with more.
I find the Star Wars story more compelling.
Oh, we have a showdown of the stars.
Yeah, and the robots are cuter.
Yeah, BB-8. I'm on Team BB-8.
Okay, going back, you guys remember the movie Terminator? Remember Skynet, the supposed company the supposed robots that will destroy the world? So, in the future, which company is most likely to become Skynet? SpaceX or Google?
Google already is somewhat like a Skynet. I mean, it knows a lot of our information.
I know we're not supposed to go for third option, but actually between Google and Facebook, because they have the most information as of right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. SpaceX, nah, it doesn't have personal information at all.
Yeah, not yet. No, the information is the key thing.
I'm getting a bit scared.
Do not share your information, people.
Ouch!
Google knows everything about... Google is becoming God anyway.
Okay, come down. Deep breath. Which is a better invention, teleporter or the holodeck?
What's a holodeck? Oops.
You know, in
Is you a Star Trek person and you don't know holodeck?
Yeah.
It's the virtual reality
Teleporter.
platform where they can...
Yeah, teleporter, same. More practical.
Yeah, it will solve the transportation problem.
Maybe you have a teleporter, you don't need the holodeck anymore. It can be elsewhere.
I say it's more practical because as someone who commutes from Singapore to JB a lot, right? I'm like, I just want to teleport home.
Actually, I don't mind a Mary Poppins umbrella, to be honest. I mean, if we still can't get there.
Oh! There'll be traffic jam in the skies.
Okay, next question. Last and final question. Who would you rather be? Elon Musk or Tony Stark?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk, because Tony Stark's not real.
Exactly. Seems like Hui Ting and me are towards the reality, you know?
Yeah, we're more realism, you know?
Yeah, because we're engineers, we want to be building stuff in reality.
But that's what Tony Stark does.
Nothing fake for you guys.
So yes, definitely Elon Musk.
Guys, how is everyone doing? We have reached the halfway point of the Future Tech Hackathon and you have 24 hours left to complete your project.
Uh-oh, we are running out of time, tomboys.
Yeah, we better start cracking if we want to be the next Pied Piper.
Pied Piper, are we starting a new band?
Oh, jeez, Doofus. We want to be the next big startup like those Silicon Valley guys, you know, from that HBO show.
No problem. We spend so much time fixing this transporter. Let's switch it on again to see if it works.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Ah, City! What a doofus, you freaking goon! What the hell? Jeez! Oh no, not again! My lungs! Every time, my lungs!
I don't think it's working out.
Wait. Is that Pikachu?
Pika! What? What? What is Pikachu doing here? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Oh, look! An Eevee!
Oh, so cute. Oh my god.
Oh, so cute! Not. I don't want to see another Pokemon.
Hey, what is going on here?
Well, to catch those Pokemon that are specific to the region, I have added a new module to the code so the Pokemon will turn up here in person. Awesome, right? Hang on. I need to catch that Kagashan from Australia. Hang on.
Seriously, City? You could have tweaked the code to become the #1 Pokemon master. Or let me control all the genes in Singapore. I helped you hatch your eggs in my morning runs.
Why does that sound so wrong?
Guys, this situation is getting out of control. It looks like every single Pokemon is being teleported here, not just the rare ones.
How many of those stupid creatures are here?
I gotta catch all of them.
That's it. We are out of here. Bye.
Yeah, we're here to join a winning team, not a bunch of Pokemon Go losers. Alright, that's it.
Joanna, beam us out of here!
But the transporter is broken.
Before we are crushed by those Pokemon, you keep coming and coming!
Hang on.
Hurry up! Joanna, do something!
Come and get rid of them! Jeez! Oh. My head on Raven's body?
I want my body back, Persis, by the way.
Interesting. The transporter has screwed up our cells.
Oh, we look like Friday the 13th gone bad. Oh.
Yeah, and it's freaking scaring the shit out of me. Looks like it's going to take another hackathon to fix this. Anyway, folks, thanks for listening to another wacky episode of Tomboy T-Rod. If you want to hear more of us, don't forget to subscribe to Tomboy T-Rod on iTunes and Stitcher. The show is also available for free streaming on our website, where you'll find all sorts of stuff on being a funny geek tomboy in space-time today. Check it out at www.tomboy-tarts.com.
That's right! And if you just want to connect with us outside of the show, we are also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr. Just type Tomboy Tarts!
And if you really, really, really like us and want to advertise, collaborate, or appear on this podcast or our blog, then drop us an email at hello@tomboy-tarts.com. That's hello@tomboy-tarts.com, because we are everywhere!
So see you in another 2 weeks with a brand new episode here with Raven, Percy City, and myself, Joanna.
Yes. So
ciao
and
adios, amigos.
Bye 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 bye.
Teleport! Wait, I want my body back, Persis. I want my body back.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to be on Raven's body. And can you get rid of that freaking Pokemon? God, it keeps biting my ass.